Hi, everyone. We hope that you're enjoying your dinner and now dessert and your tea and coffee. We're just going to have you take your seats when you have a moment. While you're finding your seats, I'll just answer one or two questions that I was asked as I made my way around the room. I think I got to every table. I may have missed one or two. So far, the consensus is that you're having a pretty good time, so that makes me really happy being up here. So for starters, I loved meeting Fred Schwab because I love the fact that he's in this room tonight and his last name is Schwab, being that we're all getting swabbed. And we bonded over the fact that my last name is Abo, which is really, when you think about it, all three blood types, A, B, O. So it's fitting for me to be in this room too. Someone asked me, how did I get my last name? Apparently that's been a common question at many tables. My family came through immigration. They said, what's your name? The son said to the father in Hebrew, Abba, Abba, give them our name. They wrote Abo. And I also had the pleasure at table 23 meeting Jay Feinberg's babysitter. She's a doll and has nothing but glowing remarks for Jay, but I'm not surprised. So a quick shout out to my sister and my soon-to-be brother-in-law who are watching in DC. Thank you for the text messages. I'm glad that the live stream is entertaining and that you're having a good time watching from home. So now that we are ready to go on with the program, let me share some good news with you. Right now, the difference we're making here tonight so far totals $56,976, which is amazing. Thank you so much for your generosity. We know that in New York and in every city and every state that everyone here is asked to donate and be generous, and we really appreciate your generosity tonight. And we're a little ways away from the 100,000 mark, but I'm confident that we can get there. If you want to make a donation while you are watching this at home, again, you can contribute online at gol.org/MG13, 13 as in Jay's bar mitzvah suit year, which we got to see before. And if you have noticed tonight, unlike previous years, there are no gift bags. This year, Gift of Life decided that every penny should really go to where it's needed most. So this year, it is going to more swab kit testing. So in addition to your financial support, Gift of Life offers a great deal of emotional support. We want you to see firsthand all the kind of support that Gift of Life lends every member of the community in need. And without further ado, we would love for you to watch a short video.
Against all odds, drive on till tomorrow. Wipe away your tears and your sorrow. Sunrise in the sky, like an arrow. No need to worry, no need to cry. Light up your mind, no longer be blind. Him who searches will find. Leave your problems behind. You will shine like a fire in the sky. What's the reason we're alive? The reason we're alive. I stumble and fall, but my strength comes not from man at all. Bound to stumble and fall, but my strength comes not from man at all. These rights keep me right and bless me to the highest heights with your miracle.
Is the number of infinity, one more than what you know how to be. And this is and your broken heart yearns to be free. Do you believe in miracles? Am I hearing you? Am I seeing you? Eight nights, eight lights, these rights keep me right. Bless me to the highest heights with your miracles. Do you believe in miracles? Am I hearing you? Am I seeing you? Eight nights, eight lights, these rights keep me right.
And as you can see on the video, music by the Maccabees. And for those of you who were at the gala last year, you remember that we were lucky enough to have them perform, so we want to thank them for all that they do. And before I move on to the next portion of the evening, I forgot to mention when I was walking around to all the tables and enjoying meeting all of you, Shlomo Beryl Arnoff's father actually gave me his resume. If anyone knows someone who is single, I have that for you. Essays, everything about him. You're a good dad. I said, once my mom knows you're doing this, God only knows what will happen next. But I have that here. Shlomo's 29, and he's from New Jersey, so please see me, and this can be yours. Okay, wait, Paul Diamond, am I funny yet? Paul Diamond at 17. He's eating. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so this is really another wonderful and special part of tonight. This year, Gift of Life. Thank you. This year, Gift of Life has established the Founder Circle Award. This new honor, the organization's highest, was created to recognize individuals or organizations who have demonstrated substantial support and passion for Gift of Life's mission. Please join me in congratulating the inaugural recipients of this prestigious award, Deborah and Stephen Prince.
Well, that was a great video. Listen, thank you very much. Debbie and I are truly honored to be named the inaugural recipients of the Founders Circle Award. 2013 is our 10-year anniversary of supporting Gift of Life. And I still remember the letter that Howard Jonas sent to gala invitees back in 2003. Howard presented a persuasive ROI, or return on investment, analysis of Gift of Life donations. Warren Spector had recently funded the testing and cataloging of more than 30,000 samples. And in that first year, just that first year alone, 36 matches had resulted. Extrapolating the expected longevity of these samples in the registry's database, Howard's calculus produced an estimate of $4,000 per match, or more poignantly, $4,000 cost to potentially funding a life-saving partner. Howard's letter had a profound effect on me for several reasons. I had received his letter because 2003 marked our family's first donation to the Gift of Life. That first contribution was for a little girl named Bracha Naomi Mandelbaum from Israel. I was approached by a Gift of Life volunteer through a member of my staff to contribute towards drives here in the United States for Bracha. As it turned out, a match was not found for Bracha, but those drives resulted in matches that were found for 18 other patients in need. However, 2003 was an important year for me for another reason. Later on that year, I, like Terry, was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia. As I searched for ways to help to find new treatments and perhaps even a cure for this disease, I also investigated the possibility that treatment might not be able to control this incurable illness, and hoped that I, like many here tonight, would be fortunate enough to find a donor match and undergo a successful bone marrow transplant. With no such match currently in the registry, Debbie and I began to support the Gift of Life more significantly, and very shortly thereafter, Jay called me with the good news that the registry now had several exact matches for me should I need them someday. But so far, I've been very lucky. The results of a new, somewhat experimental treatment have put me in a complete molecular remission for the past 6 years. Thank you. Thank you. And, while I may need to be treated differently someday, I believe that the chances are now remote that a bone marrow transplant is in my future. While in treatment, I've become active within the Lymphoma Research Foundation and now serve as its chairman. Debbie and I believe that being involved with both the LRF and the Gift of Life are complementary and additive endeavors in the fight against blood cancers. Our dual involvement allows us to further lymphoma research while simultaneously helping to underwrite the transplant effort that is such a critical option as a cure for so many people. Revisiting Howard's investment thesis of 10 years ago, I'm amazed by the extent to which actual results have far exceeded his projections. Our 10 years of funding have shown that to date, each match has not cost $4,000, but less than $900. And each transplant, this is the really incredible part, each actual transplant performed, that's a life saved, has cost $6,100. Where else can you save a life for that amount of money? And since many of these samples were contributed by college-age donors, they will be in the registry for another 15 or 20 years and are likely to reduce further the cost of each life saved, each person, in effect, reborn to approximately $2,000. So while Debbie and I are deeply honored tonight, we are more than humbled by Gift of Life's work in making possible this incredible return of life, rebirth of life, or ROL rate that makes supporting this organization such an easy decision. We are hopeful that the day will come when the registry will have a match for everyone who needs a bone marrow transplant, and look forward to having a very large founder circle brimming with supporters who have helped make this happen. Thank you, Jay, and thank you to the Gift of Life.
Congratulations again, Stephen and Deborah. Next is the annual Partners for Life Award. Gift of Life is proud to recognize Drs. Helen and Stephen Colin with this award for their ongoing support and dedication. Steve and Helen have worked endlessly to grow the registry, recruit donors, and raise funds. More than 2,400 donors have been sponsored by the Colin's Donor Circle, which in just a short period of time has already resulted in 9 matches and 1 transplant. Steve has dedicated his time to helping Gift of Life fundraise and embark on other projects, including the organization's very first sponsored fellowship. Gift of Life is thrilled to present the 2013 Partners for Life Award to Helen and Stephen Colin.
Good evening. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you tonight. My transplant was 4 months ago, and I'd like to tell you a little bit of the story of what my past 6 or 8 months have been like. When I received the diagnosis of AML, my physician, Dr. Sergio Giralt at Memorial Sloan Kettering, outlined what my next 12 months would be like. Chemo to achieve remission, and then bone marrow transplant to replace my diseased bone marrow. He warned me my next year would be somewhat like a roller coaster. My first round of chemo was unsuccessful, but on my second round of chemo, I was lucky to achieve remission. Throughout the chemo, I knew if things went well, I would need to have a donor who was an excellent match to be able to undergo the transplant. I had hoped that my brother would be a match, but unfortunately, he was not. The chances were, I was told, was 25%. I became concerned that finding a successful match would be difficult and time-consuming, time I really did not have. It was at this time that my son Michael connected with Jay Feinberg, the director of Gift of Life Bone Marrow Registry. He had undergone a similar procedure many years ago and assured us that Gift of Life would find the appropriate donor. He explained how they had collected thousands of specimens but needed the funding to process them. Jay additionally made himself available on numerous late-night phone conversations with Helen, patiently and compassionately answering her questions and providing the support she needed during this stressful time. A special thanks for this. Helen contacted all our friends and with their generous support managed to raise enough money to process these samples, and this resulted in finding a perfect match for me. To this day, my circle of friends have generated 13 matches and 2 transplants. Because of their generosity, giving the gift of life to individuals in need. So again, I have been truly blessed to have met Jay, the Gift of Life organization, as well as having a wonderful and supportive family. My son Michael, who found Jay, my daughter Carrie, who was my bedside medical advisor, and my wife Helen, as well as the physicians and nurses who continue to put up with me at Sloan Kettering. And especially my so many caring friends who have all made it possible for me to be here with you tonight. I hope to continue my support of this wonderful organization as I continue to benefit from their gift of life that they gave to me and my family.
And I actually can attest to Helen's strength and determination because we did not know each other months ago, but her email got forwarded to a friend of hers who forwarded it to me, so I knew about her name, and to be standing with her family tonight with you and your husband is really something, so I'm so happy it turned out well. I've been inspired by tonight's celebration, and I hope you have too. Clearly, the people in this room are the ones who are already moved and are already motivated. Now it's up to us to make everyone watching this at home or our friends or family who don't know about the Gift of Life to feel the same. Gift of Life is delivering inspiring, life-saving results, and with your help, we can continue to make celebrations like this one continue. I want to thank each and every one of you who have pledged tonight, demonstrating your commitment to the work of Gift of Life. And now I'd like to welcome back Jay and Bill, who have a few final words.
Thank you, Jessica. Before we report on the funds raised tonight, we wanted to take a moment to thank you for everything you've done for Gift of Life. You've been a fantastic MC this evening, but that is really just the tip of the iceberg. These flowers are just a small token of appreciation for all you've done and continue to do for this organization. As Jessica mentioned earlier, it was a year ago tonight, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
That she asked me what she could do to help. I actually said raise $5 million, not $1 million.
That's right.
And you only have $4,750,000 left.
I'm ready.
Because she raised over $250,000 and 600 people. attended her gala back in November, the Sunday before Thanksgiving. You heard about the gala, and you heard about the video she put together. Here, you can hold these. These are yours.
Thank you.
She put in countless hours, an infinite amount of heart, and she's responsible for raising, as I said, over $250,000. We are awed and inspired by your commitment to Gift of Life. We certainly look forward to working with you again, and will always count on you as a member of our Gift of Life family. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I just want to reiterate what Bill said. Jessica, you're incredible, truly incredible. You've been an amazing MC. You've been an amazing part of the Gift of Life family. And we look forward to growing our relationship with you and your amazing parents, who I got to meet a little while ago. You're truly extraordinary. Thank you so much. Now, I'd like to give you an update on our matching challenge for the evening. I have some wonderful news. We were at $58,246, but I have some great news. I've heard that the Bernard, Irwin, and Lila Weinstein Family Foundation, in honor of Tova and Howard Weiser for their 40th wedding anniversary, is making a contribution of $40,000. So that brings us just under $100,000, and very close to $200,000. So at about $98,000, we don't have far to go, and there are still obviously cards on your tables, envelopes on your tables to make any final contributions for the evening, and there are staff here throughout the room who you can give your envelopes to before you leave tonight. Thank you again for all of your support. You're truly remarkable people, and without you, we couldn't do what we do every day. You're an essential part of saving the lives of people who you've seen here on stage. Without you, none of these things would happen, and I wouldn't be here either. So thank you for all that you do for the Gift of Life Bone Marrow Foundation. And now I'd like to turn the mic back over to Jessica for some closing remarks.
So thank you so much again for coming and sharing this evening with us, and thank you so much for your support and generosity. In the news business, I'm sure if you've been to a luncheon or a gala before, you've seen many people from the news industry there hosting. It's something I personally love to do because it's one thing on the news to say, good morning, thanks so much for joining us, etc. But it's another thing to be able to say thank you in person. So thank you for having me here with you tonight. Thank you so much for supporting the Gift of Life. We hope to see you next year at the 14th Annual Gala. And until then, be well. Thank you for everything. Continued good health to all of you, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.